And why did they invite us? Don't know, and you know she is my best friend. It can be a friendly dinner. Hmm. Mrs. June and your mom is friends since childhood, and you and Jungkook become friends, and then you start dating each other for almost 2 years. But suddenly everything changed. Be ready tomorrow. Are we going somewhere tomorrow? Lena, your sister, came and sat beside you. Mrs. June house? Oh really? Yeah, she invited all of us. Lena smiled while you both almost spent your childhood with them, and they are like your second family. You were nervous as you stood in front of his house. It's been a long since you visited this house, not after he broke up with you. You didn't see him in years. When the door opened, Mrs. June smiled wide and hugs your mom, and then she engulfs you in the hug. How are you? I am fine, Auntie. Don't call me Auntie, call me Mom. All of them giggled and you stayed quiet, and then said at the dining table, Where is Jungkook? Your smile faded away at Jungkook's name. Wait, isn't he was abroad? Did he come back? He will come, he was busy with work. Oh, I heard he joined his father's company. Yeah, he did, and he is currently busy with all the things. What are they talking about? Mom knew he came back, didn't she tell me? How are you doing, Lena? I'm good, Auntie. In which class you are now? I'm in university 3rd semester. Mrs. June smiled and they kept talking. Sorry, we are late. The door opened and Mr. June walked in. Behind him was Jungkook. Yoon's breath hitched as their eyes locked. Jungkook looked at her coldly, keeping eye contact with her as he sat in front of her. She is meeting him after 4 years. 4 years since he broke up. 4 years when everything falls apart. Why is he looking at me like that? She thought and broke the eye contact. His cold gaze was piercing through her. How did your studies go, son? Jungkook finally looked away from Yoon and smiled at Mrs. Kim. It goes great, Auntie. I called you all here for a reason. Everyone looked at Mrs. June. As my son finally came back, I want to marry him, and I already chose a girl for him. Lena looked at Jungkook, who was looking at Yoon, his jaw clenched. I want Yoon to be my daughter-in-law. Everyone eyes widened except June family. How can she still ask for marriage after everything happened? What do you think, Hori? Jungkook remained silent as he looked at Yoon, who is still frozen in her place. Oh, I think this is the best idea. You look at your mom in disbelief. What is this, a joke? Your mom knew what happened after all that. She thinks it was a great idea. See, I know you all would be so happy. And you both remain silent. No words come out of your mouth. Since you don't want Mrs. June to get hurt, or you would have said no by now. And you were waiting for Jungkook to say no, but he stayed quiet. After a few moments, Jungkook stand up and walk outside. You look in this direction and decided to follow him. Jungkook was standing outside with his hand in his pocket. Jungkook? Jungkook turned around. His expression hardened as he looked at her. This is what you wanted, right? What? All this is happening because of you. Because of me? What did I do? You know it. Mom is going to fix our marriage. Is it all your plan? I didn't know your mom would say something like this. Didn't you tell your mom you broke up with me 4 years ago? No, since I don't want her to get hurt. She really saw you as a daughter. I don't want to ruin her world best girl image in front of her. Wait, what? Ruin my image? What are you talking about? Isn't it you who broke up with me without any reason? Without any reason? Don't play innocent, Yoon. Jungkook stood in front of her. He clenched his jaw and glared at her. I'm not playing innocent. What's happening here? Jungkook stepped back from Yoon and left from there. Nothing. Mom was calling you. It's time to go back. Yoon nodded and walked inside. Mom, I'm not marrying him. The first word that came out your mouth when you reached home. Why not? You two are perfect together. Mom, please, we broke up 4 years ago. She's right, Mom. Why are you marrying her with him? You forgot how he ended their relationship? And it's been 4 years and you know Mrs. Yoon wants you as daughter-in-law. Mom, when he doesn't love me, why would I marry him? I don't know. Jungkook is a good kid. You two should sort your problem out. Mom, after knowing all the things, you are still forcing her? I'm not forcing her. I know his family. You two look so perfect together. But suddenly you broke up with him. I didn't break up with him first. He did. I don't know, but I couldn't say no to Mrs. June. You know how sweet she is. She always wants you as her daughter-in-law. You look at her mom in disbelief. If her happiness is more than their friendship with her ex-mom. Yoon stand up and left from there. Lena looked at her mother. You are doing wrong, Mom. She doesn't love him and he doesn't love her either. Lena, go to your room. I'm not in the mood. Lena stood up and followed her sister, shaking her head. Yoon sat on the bed and tears fell from her eyes, remembering the past, how much he loved Jungkook, and then everything falls apart. Lena entered in her room and hugged her sister tightly. Don't worry, Yoon, this marriage won't be happen. How can you be so sure about this when Mom is not even listening to me? Don't worry, I will do something for you. I will talk to Jungkook. Yoon remained silent. She didn't know how is Jungkook doing after their breakup. Yoon focused on her studies and Jungkook left abroad for his studies. And now he came back 1 week ago, then suddenly they wants to marry them. Yoon, don't be childish now. It's just a simple date. You are not going to get married today. Mom, you know everything, but still. Yoon, listen, I know you are heartbroken, but you two need to sort things out. If you didn't, then we will say no, okay? Just talk to Jungkook. Yoon sighed and her mom laughed. Yoon looked at the mirror. Why? Jungkook even agreed to do all these things. I know he hates me, but do you even? Even if he broke up with you, you couldn't be able to hate him. Your bond was stronger than anything. You were friends first. But when he behaved with you like that at dinner, you were actually hurt. What does he mean by my image will ruin? You are going to this date? You look at her sister and sigh. You know, Mom. After everything he does to you, you still want to go? It's just a date, as Mom said. Whatever your decision is, I'm with you, Yoon. Lena hugged her sister and she helped you to get ready for her first date. Yoon was waiting for Jungkook in the restaurant, the two which are reserved by Mrs. Yoon. Yoon came here in her own car. She didn't want Jungkook to pick her up. Even though her mom was angry about this, she had the right to do anything. It was she who is going to date with her ex. The chair scratches off your table and you look up. Jungkook removed his blazer and put it in his chair. Yoon looked around and some people were looking in their direction because of the sudden noise. You forgot your manners? Jungkook looks up at her with same cold eyes. At least I didn't expect you to talk about manners. Yoon's jaw clenched. Oh, he's going to talk about the past now because she's not the same anymore. Everyone was sitting in their family before you start dating Jungkook. Jungkook was sitting on the sofa and his legs spread while using his mobile. Yoon was eating a packet of chips. Your parents were talking with each other and Lena was on the other sofa. You look around and there was only one space beside Jungkook. She sat beside him and pushed his legs slightly. Give me some space to sit. Go and sit somewhere else. No, I want to sit here. Now move your legs. No, okay, then fine. She put her legs on his and Jungkook's eyes widened. And you show him that's what you got when you don't listen face. At least show some manners in front of your parents. No problem, they know how I am. Jungkook shook his head and you continue eating your chips. Yoon, you flinched when he shook you. What? Your order? He looked at her confused about what she was thinking. Sorry. Yoon told her order and after some time they brought their order. Okay, it was more awkward than you thought. You two don't know what to talk about and you were just eating your food. Yoon took a bite but instantly regretted. She started coughing but Jungkook was quick to give her a glass of water. Yoon instantly take him and drank a whole glass of water. Spicy food you still can't handle. Spice. Jungkook takes the dish away from you and looks at you. You know you can't handle spice, then why did you even try? You didn't say anything. I looked down. He still remembers. And he continues to eat when he didn't get any answer. He was worried he wanted to hate you. He tried hard but he couldn't. Even after you broke his heart, he couldn't hate you, not when he spent most of his time with you. The boring date was finally over. For the parents, they go on a date but they know how they sat with each other awkwardly. The waiter came to collect the bill and you and Jungkook look at the receipt and instantly take out the money. I'll pay. You don't have to. I can pay. I said I will pay. He glares at you and gives his card to the waiter. The waiter comes back after he returns the card to Jungkook. Yoon took her money out and put it on the table in front of him. Oh, she's testing his patience. How about you pay your own and I pay my own? Yoon, take it back. No, if you're stubborn, then I am too. Oh, I know you very well. Oh, sure you do. Yoon said and stand up from her seat. She didn't want his money. She grabbed her purse and left from there. Jungkook looks at her with a done expression and then at the money. Having no choice, he takes the money and put it in his pocket. Jungkook watched her as she sat back in her car. She was looking beautiful. In Jungkook's eyes, she always was. He watches as she started her car. Why he suddenly felt uneasy. She's not his, not after she broke his heart, which no one can repair, not even her. He walked towards his car, sat down inside. Car disappeared from his side and he sighed. Jungkook was studying in the library when his mobile rang. A smile appeared on his. It must be Yoon, and it was from Yoon. He tapped on the message. It was a photo of Yoon in the club. How is it? She was showing her dress and asking for opinion and she was looking pretty. You look beautiful like always. He messaged back. After some time his mobile did 1 time, 2 times and she was sending him the messages. But what shocked him was her captions. Finally, I'm single, free from the relationships. And her picture with another boy, he recalled she was his friend in class. And he had hand on her waist, kissing her cheeks. Jungkook blood boiled as he looked more. She sent more pictures. A video, he clicked on it and his blood ran cold. When he saw Yoon kissing another boy, not just kissing but making out with him, his heart started hurting. New message from Yoon. Oh sorry Jungkook, I was sending those pictures to Ken. I accidentally sent it to you. Please delete all of them. He wanted to confirm it, but she didn't pick up her phone. Yoon, what the hell is all of this? I think you saw that video, Jungkook. I was thinking about it. I want to break up with you. Ken is so nice and he asked me today. And I said yes. The more Jungkook read, the more he grabbed his head in frustration. What is all this? How can you cheat on me? Sorry Jungkook, I don't love you. I said yes to you because I don't want to break your heart. Please don't text me anymore. One thing Jungkook hated the most was cheating. He was afraid of relationship because of that. Yoon, listen, we can sort it out. He was ready to listen to her side story. He loved her. Jungkook, I don't love you. Is that difficult for you to understand? I hate you. Yoon, don't show me your face ever again. And he blocked her from all the sides. Yes, mom, I'm coming. Okay, dear. Drive safely. Yoon sighed and hung up the call. Your date got worse. You didn't expect this. You never felt that much awkward around him, but you felt it today. Suddenly your car stops. Now what? You screamed and hit the steering wheel. When your car stopped suddenly, Yoon opened the car door and come out. She opened the bonnet and looked at it. Oh, she don't even know anything about cars. Need help? She flinched at the voice and looked at her side, but sighs in relief. Yes, I don't know what happened to it. Jungkook came out of the car and came beside you, looking at the car. Your car engine fails? Not now. Come with me. Okay. You look at him and Jungkook was shocked. He thought you are going to argue. Yes, she is not going to argue because why? She is not walking back home. And you locked your car and sat with Jungkook. The car ride was silent until Yuna spoke. What were you doing there? Isn't it your house in the opposite direction? Jungkook looked at her and then at the road. I had some work this way. Oh, why did he suggest her? You nodded. What would he say? He was worried for you. He was feeling something off. Why didn't you say no to this date? I know you didn't want to come. Jungkook's face hardened as he remembered why was he here in the first place. Mom wanted this and I couldn't say no to her. I don't understand. Why are you doing this? Just say no to the marriage. I can't, okay? Mom is so happy. And what about your happiness and about mine? Yoon clenched her face at his behavior. She couldn't forget the day he broke up with her with just one message. And he blocked her from every app. Is the relationship was that easy to break with one message? I don't want to talk about it. You're crazy. You are acting crazy. You are going to destroy both of our lives. You destroyed mine already. Now I don't care. Wow, now you are playing the victim role when you were the one who broke up with me without any reason. Jungkook clenched the steering wheel hard, his veins showing. I was not the one who couldn't wait even for one day and start kissing other boys. You look at him shocked. He did what? What did you say? I was the one, or you who just land in America and then forget about me, text me I hate you and then start making out with random girls? At least first I broke up with you, not like you who cheated on me when we were in a relationship. Yoon was losing her patience, so was Jungkook. She couldn't stand his accusation. Jungkook, stop the car. Yoon, don't be ridiculous. I said stop the car. Jungkook bit his cheek harshly and applied the brakes. Yoon grabbed her purse and opened the door. Yoon, stop! But she didn't listen. She had tears in her eyes. Her side was blurred with her tears. He was accusing her, which she didn't even do. He can't be serious. He thinks so low of me. Yoon, two arms pulled her back and the car passed from them. The sudden horror, she came back to her senses and looked at him. Jungkook had tears in his eyes too. Are you crazy? What were you thinking? The car was about to hit you. Yoon looked at him, tears flowing from his eyes. So did her. Why do you care? You hate me, right? So let me die. She whispered and Jungkook gripped tighten on her and he hugged her tightly and started crying loudly. Yoon heart clenched as she heard his sobs. You broke me, but I can't even hate you. I tried hard, but I couldn't. Why did you do that to me? Why did you do it? Yoon hugged him tightly but couldn't get any word out. She don't know what he is talking about, but she can't see him crying. He calmed down. They don't care. People were looking at them and now everything is silent. Jungkook is driving and they finally reach her house. Yoon get out of the car and without saying anything presses the bell. She looked back and Jungkook, he was looking down. The door opened and you look at him last time before moving inside and closing the door. And Jungkook drove off. Yun was so happy when Jungkook told her that he got selected. He is going to study abroad, but she cried a lot the day when it was the last day and he was going away. They were at the airport. Yun, it's just for 4 years. 4 years, Jungkook, it's too long. Please don't cry like this or I will feel bad. No, I don't want you to feel bad. Then stop crying, please. Yun wipe her tears and look at him smiling weakly. Their parents look at them in awe. They meet for each other. Yun looked at him as he hugged her tightly and then started taking steps back, smiling and waving at her. When she reached home, she cried as she was missing him already. Lena was there to comfort her, so did her parents. He is not going away forever. He will come back. Yun talked to him on Skype. He showed her his apartment and they talked to each other for hours. Yun was happy as she came back from her university party. They arranged a party in club for all the students today and she was going to talk to Jungkook again. Her favorite part when they talk with each other. Look at her phone and she forgot her mobile at home. She finds it under the pillow and picks it up. But her eyebrow froze when she looked at the message from Jungkook. I hate you, Yun. Don't ever show me your face again. Yun read it again and again. Is this some kind of a prank? It has to be, but she was blocked from every side. If this is some prank, please stop. It's not funny, she said and throws her mobile away. A whole day passed, but no message. She ran to her sister and told her to call Jungkook. Lena was hiding something, and you know it, so you grabbed her mobile, but you froze when you saw Jungkook video making out with a girl. And you broke down. He found someone already. There is just only 1 week. Lena comforted you, didn't tell your parents about this. After a year, Lena told them everything. She couldn't see you getting hurt all the time. Yun came back exhausted from her work, but she found someone talking. Is there any guest who came over to her house? She walks forward and peeks inside the dining table. Jungkook, Mrs. Yoon, what are they doing here? Yoon, dear, come here. Yoon stirred herself and walks aside. You gave confused look to your mom, but she just smiled. Okay, you are feeling something off. Hi. You bought and sat beside your mom, and he was avoiding your eyes. Yoon, dear, I have a happy news for you. What is it, auntie? We arranged your marriage with Jungkook next week. Your smile dropped. You look at your mom, telling her to say something. You look at Lena and she was as shocked as you. Your eyes land on Jungkook and he was looking at you. Did you ask Jungkook, does he want to marry me? Oh yeah, he said yes, that's why we came here. You clench your fist. How can he say yes? You wanted to say no, but looking at your mother's smile and Mrs. Yoon, you couldn't even speak anything. Excuse me. Yoon excused herself and walked out of there. What game he is playing? He wants to marry me now? Does he think I forget what he accused me of few days ago? Yoon, what are your actual plans, Jungkook? Yoon said and turned around to look at him. I don't have any plans. I'm doing it for mom. Why, when you can go tell her simply that we are not together and don't want to marry each other? I can't do that. Okay, you can't do that, so let me do it because I don't want to marry you. I'm not desperate to marry you too, but at least for mom and dad. What mom and dad when we are not happy? Okay, go and wipe the happiness off their faces because that's what you are good at. Okay, that's enough. What's your problem? I stayed quiet that day doesn't mean you can accuse me of anything. I won't tolerate this behavior. Accuse you? You call it accusation? Tell me, after I went abroad, you didn't. Yoon, mom is calling you. Go, I'm coming. Yoon, mom needs you now. You look at Lena as her voice raised. You give Jungkook a last night look and then get inside. Jungkook, why are you so angry? Lena asked as she stepped towards him. Nothing. You can tell me. I said it's nothing, Lena. Go back inside. Why do you always behave with me like this? Jungkook had this urge to scream, but he stopped. He didn't want to yell at her, so he just walked away from there, but Lena grabbed his hand. Why did you say yes to this marriage when you don't like her? It's mine and your problem, not yours. Now leave my hand. No, Jungkook, you don't know. Because of you, she is suffering. Enough! He yanked his hand from her hold and walked out of the house. Lena stormed back inside. Lena, where is Jungkook? In hell, she said and banged the door. Everyone looked at her shocked. What happened to her? Yoon, are you happy? What? with the marriage. Yoon looked at her and she was smiling widely. Jungkook words rang in her mind. Okay, go wipe the happiness off their faces because that's what you're good at. Yes, auntie, I'm happy. She said with a heavy heart. How can she say no to her? But is she ready to suffer more? Okay, you can't do that, so let me do it because I don't want to marry you. Her words rang inside his mind. You don't want to marry me? I don't want to marry you, Kim Hyun. You made me suffer enough and it's your time to pay. And a whole week passed like this. Today is your wedding day. Yoon was getting ready. Her mind was thinking about lots of things about what will happen. After they get married, what will happen? After that, they will ever be happy? Yoon and Jungkook need to talk. Before this marriage happens, they need to talk. Yoon stand up from her seat. Yoon, where are you going? Where is Jungkook? In his room getting ready? Yoon walked out of the room holding her gown and her mom walked behind her confused. Yoon was about to knock on the door when she heard yelling and they both froze. I was getting ready in my room when someone knocked on the door. Come in. I look in the mirror as Lena entered inside. Do you need something, Lena? Yes. You. Jungkook looked at her confused as he turned around. What do you mean? You are not going to get married, Jungkook. Are you in your senses, Lena? Yes, I am in my senses. Do you know what I did to break your relationship with Yoon? Jungkook looked at her with wide eyes. What are you talking about? I sent those pictures and video to break your relationship with her so you can finally be mine, but you are marrying her? What do you mean you sent those videos? Think Yoon cheated on you? No, it was me. I wanted you to hate her so you can marry me. Jungkook, I love you. Please say no to this marriage, please. Jungkook was about to say something when the door opened and Yoon came inside along with her mother. Lena, what are you talking about? What videos? What pictures? Yoon, because of you, everything is happening. What did you do, Lena? Tell me. Yoon yells and grabs Lena's arm tightly and tears fill her eyes. So Lena told them the whole story of how Lena forced Yoon that she wanted to go to the party. Yoon said yes. They get ready and they wore the same dress. And Yoon don't mind it since she likes sharing clothes with her. They were partying in the club when Lena took pictures of her and added a caption to them and sent them to Jungkook. Lena gave money to Ken so he can take pictures with Yoon. Ken had a crush on Lena so she used him for his benefit. Lena told him to kiss Yoon on the cheeks and she took pictures. And later it was Lena who was making out with Ken. She wore the same dress and made the camera look like it was Yoon, so Jungkook believed that Yoon cheated on him. And Yoon had no idea what was happening. She didn't even notice her phone in Lena's hands and she got in the corner, texted Jungkook from her mobile and deleted all those messages from Yoon's phone. She was satisfied when she read the last message from Jungkook. Yoon slapped her heart so hard that she falls back. I believe you, Lena. How can you do that? I hate you. I love Jungkook, but you got him first. What can you expect from me? You got all the things I like. I never thought you will stoop this low, Lena. Mom, it's not my fault. It's Yoon. Shut up. Her mom slapped Lena and Yoon was crying. Jungkook came beside Yoon's side and hugged her. And Yoon cried in his embrace. You destroy your own sister's happiness, Lena? Never expected this from you. Mom, don't call me your mom. Is everything okay here? Mrs. Yoon came inside as she heard yelling. Jungkook, take Yoon out and start the ceremony. I will deal with her later. Her mistake will not affect your marriage. Not anymore. Jungkook took Yoon out and after the time passes they were standing in front of each other taking vows. It was clear there was no fault of theirs. They already suffered enough because of the misunderstanding which was caused by her own sister. Jungkook looked at Yoon and take her hands in his as they took vows. Kim Yoon, you were my best friend, mentor, playmate. Most importantly, you are the love of my life and you make me happier than I ever could imagine and more love than I ever thought possible. Even after we go through so much, I never stopped loving you because you were the reason I was alive. You were in my mind. Today is the beginning for the rest of our lives. And today I promise you that time we stayed away from each other, the time we spent in pain, I will fill it with love and care. Yoon tear drops from her eyes and Jungkook wiped them off. Even in hard times they didn't stop loving each other. They had that bond. Even if they are angry, they will still care for each other. No matter what will happen, we will stay together and love each other forever till our last breaths.